So everybody, we're talking about a class of animals called insects, right? And I have some favorite insects. I happen to really like insects. So I think I have 3 favorite insects. One of my favorite insects is, can you see him down there? A bunch of them visited me this morning on my desk. I love ants. I don't always like them in my house, but you know what I did with the ants? I did not step on them. I took them and I shuffled them into my hand and I put them in my plant. I thought maybe they can now live in my house like a pet. I don't know. Let's see if they like it in there, okay? This story is called Hey Little Ant. Look at the cover. Can you tell how big an ant is or how small an ant is by looking at this? So here's the ant and here's the boy. He's looking at him on a twig. Is the ant smaller than the boy or bigger than the boy? He's much smaller, so we could say the boy is much bigger than the ant. This story is called Hey Little Ant. It's written by Philip and Hannah Hoos. They're the author who wrote the words, and it's illustrated by Debbie Tilley, and she drew the pictures. It's a really cool book. It's one of my favorites, called Hey Little Ant. Hey! Hey, little ant down there in the crack. Can you hear me? Can you talk back? See my shoes? Can you see that? Well, now it's gonna squish you flat. Oh. And look, I want to tell you something special about this book. It's written differently. Every time the kid talks, it says kid ... so you know who's talking. It's almost like a play. So that's the kid. Oh, and now who's gonna talk? Ant. There he is on the ground. Ant. Ant, please, oh please, do not squish me. Change your mind and let me be. I'm on my way with a crumb of pie. Please, oh please don't make me die. Ant's just walking on the ground, minding his own business, right? Whoa, ho, 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 ho. Look at this. Kid says, anyone knows that ants can't feel. You're so tiny, you're not even hardly real. I'm so big and you're so small. I don't think it'll hurt at all. See, there's tiny little ant and there's big, big, big kid. So this is called perspective, right? If you were a tiny little ant, this is what everybody looks like to you. Giant. Right? So the kid thinks the ant doesn't mean anything and it wouldn't even hurt if he squashed him. So far, do you agree with the boy? Should he squash him? Ant. But you're a giant and giants can't know how it feels to be an ant. Come down close. I think you'll see that you are very much like me. Kid. Are you crazy? Me like you? I have a home and a family too. Ant. Nope, this is still the boy. You're just a speck that runs around. No one would care if my foot came down. What are you thinking so far? Ant. Ant says, oh, big friend, you are so wrong. My nestmates need me because I'm strong. I dig out our nest and I feed the baby ants too. I must not die beneath your shoe. Does the ant have a family? Yeah, and does the ant have a purpose? He helps dig the nest and he helps bring the family food. Kid. But my mom says that ants are rude. They carry off our picnic food. They steal our chips and breadcrumbs too. It's good if I squish a crook like you. Look how he made the ant. The ant looks like a robber. Do you ever that's what happened to me today. I came down, the ants were eating my apple. Ant. Hey, I'm not a crook. Kid, read my lips. Sometimes ant needs they need crumbs and chips. One little chip can feed my whole town. So please don't make your shoe come down. See the ants carrying the chip? They're really strong. And look at that whole bag of chips. Does that boy need that whole bag? Couldn't he share one piece of a chip for the ants? Kid, but all my friends squish ants each day. Squishing ants is a game that we play. They're looking at me, they're listening too. They all say I should squish you. This makes me think of something. When you know something is wrong to do and your friends tell you do it, do it, do it, should you listen to your friends or should you listen to yourself? Ant. I can see you're big and strong. Decide for yourself what's right and wrong. If you were me and I were you, would you want me to squish you? Here we go, perspective again. Now the ant is saying, what if I was the big guy and you were the tiny little guy? How would you feel? Would you want me to step on you if you were tiny and I were big? Think about that for a minute. What do you think? Well, should the ant get squished? Should the ant go free? It's up to the kid. It's not up to me. We'll leave the kid with the raised up shoe. What do you think that kid should do? The author left it up to us to decide what we think he should do. So some of the things that this book makes me think about is I wonder if the little boy decided to step on him or not. But I think the idea of the story is for you to decide, okay? So two things that come up is sometimes our friends tell us, do this or do that, because they think they want us to do it. And then we think, well, that's my friend. My friend really likes me. My friend cares about me. My friend really wants me to do this. But, oh, gee, I know it's not a good thing to do, okay? You should listen to you, not everybody else. You should listen to your grown-ups. But when your friends tell you to do something and you don't want to do it, you should not do it. Do not do it, okay? Just because they think, they want you to wear something certain. They want you to do something. Be you, okay? The other thing is, I tell you this all the time. You think about how would you feel if it happened to you? Sometimes you have to stop and think, how would that other person feel? How would the boy feel if he was a tiny little ant and the ant was gigantic and he was just about to step on him? Okay? So I want you to think about, what would you do? Would you step on the ant? All right. I think you should also ask your grown-ups what they would do. Do you want to know what I would do? You already know what I would do. I would scoop them up and put them in a plant. And I would share my apple with them. Okay? All right. That was a fun story. Think about insects. Learn more. Bye.